Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Gora Bhaktavrinda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda. Hare Krishna. Thomas, all right. Thank you for coming. Krishna, 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 Radha, Krishna, Radha, Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhaktavrinda, Gaura Bhaktavrinda, Gaura Bhaktavrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gaura Bhaktavrinda, Gaura Bhaktavrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Gadadhar, Srivasari, Srivas, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha, Radha, Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda. Oh, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. There she is. Hey, welcome. Radhe Govinda. Jesus, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Oh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. All right, man. It's all about worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, meditating on transcendental truth. Finally be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Radhe Govinda, Govinda, Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, thank you very much, man. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya. Thank you all for coming today and for being a part of our sacrifice, which doesn't feel like a sacrifice at all. It's fun, man. Isn't it amazing when people say sacrifice? It means sacrifice. No, this is this is the sacrifice of all sacrifices. Yeah. So, read some Chaitanya. Oops, Leela here. Why does this do that? Okay.
Thanks for using.
All right. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda.
Can I ask you to think about Amy? She is at the hospital now.
Yeah. I got all that. Let's just think. Well, this is how you think about it. Think about this. We got that handled. Hare Krishna. She'll be okay. All right. Lord Vishwambar replied, I serve your feet, since you are the keeper of the store. Oh, wait, I went too far. Sorry about that. When the devotees, okay. So Lord Chaitanya says to glorifying Advaita with kind of like in an angry mood. Kindly, when the devotees heard Lord Chaitanya, who is the omniscient super soul within everyone's heart, they remained silent in fear. On one hand, they were afraid of Advaita Acharya, and the other, if they did not speak the truth, it was doomsday for them. Understanding their dilemma, Advaita Acharya spoke up. With folded hands, Advaita Acharya said, My dear Lord Chaitanya, if a thief cannot have the treasure he is looking for while the master is awake and unwilling, then the thief must steal it while the master is unable to see or know. I have stolen the dust from your lotus feet. Kindly forgive me for this offense. If this dissatisfies you, my Lord, I will not do it again. Lord Chaitanya became infuriated by Advaita's words, and under the pretext of angry words, he revealed the transcendental qualities of Advaita. I'm going to read something else here. I'm going to read some Bhagavad Gita. The three modes of nature. I think we were reading that before a little bit. Chapter 14, Prabhupada's Gita. The Blessed Lord said, Again, I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained supreme perfection. Next verse. What are you doing there, Karuna? I mean, you got your shirt up and everything. What the hell is that about? Oh, that's a chada or something? Okay. I didn't know what you were doing with the shirt thing. Or is it the chada that you got? What is that thing? Chada? This chada. Okay. All right. All right. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature, which is like my own nature. Thus established, one is not born at the time of creation nor disturbed at the time of dissolution. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature, which is like my own. Thus established, one is not born at the time of creation nor disturbed at the time of dissolution. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. After acquiring perfect transcendental knowledge, one acquires qualitative equality with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But becoming free from the repetition of birth and death, one does not, however, lose his identity as an individual soul. Hey, you got Bhagavad Gita out there, Tom? Yeah, you start reading. Chapter 14, text 2. Purport.
Thank you, Sri Haridas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. It is understood. It is understood.
I think Yamuna wants to come up.
Oh, Yamuna? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I can't see unless sometimes it goes down. Yeah, this is chapter 14. Now listen carefully. Chapter 14, text 2. Purport. Bhagavad Gita.
After acquiring perfect transcendental knowledge, one acquires qualitative equality with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, becoming free from the repetition of birth and death. After acquiring perfect transcendental knowledge, one acquires qualitative equality with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, becoming free from the repetition
this
of
is the
birth.
thing. See, a lot of people think, oh yeah, acquiring perfect transcendental knowledge. Let me just read this book. Not quite. Okay? Perfect transcendental knowledge comes, again, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with ecstatic love, loving ecstasy, pure love of God, I give them what? Real knowledge, perfect transcendental knowledge. You become qualitative equally. See? Do you see why you can't just read this book or be a Ritvik? Nobody has ever told anybody this. You have to worship the Lord with ecstatic love and see how it all fits, the puzzle puts together, because Krishna shows the devotee. I mean, you got to be Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. You got to be a devotee Bhagavat, right? Then you see, oh yeah, that's how perfect transcendental knowledge. You got to get the right, real knowledge given by Krishna to a devotee who is very intimate with him. Intimate relation. What does that mean? That means they laugh and cry, and shake, just like the Lord came here to show what it is to intimately worship God. These Ritviks, what do they think they're going to know these kind of things? It's just, you tell Purishit, he needs some help. He can, you got to see that the perfect qualitative, you want to be qualitative with the Lord? Well, you better have the ecstasy that God has. You have to get that mercy. That's why I'll kiss the feet of any devotee that gets ecstatic love of God. Man, because the Lord chooses that person. That person is worshipable. The transcendental Lord. Those persons, you can see those, you people don't know how much mercy is being given in the Sangha. People are becoming worshipable. This is the real place for Vaishnavas. There ain't another place on this planet that I've seen where people are becoming qualitatively equal with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How do I know that? Well, when I see a person say Krishna and tears are pouring out of their eyes, or they're laughing a half an hour, that tells me there's intimacy there. That soul, Krishna's revealed himself, and Radha's revealed herself. They are qualitatively equal with Vrindavan devotees. You think you can get a degree, and be an Acharya Dave, by study? No, you got to get this transcendental mercy, man. Right? That's the way it goes, man, I'm tired of hearing all this bullshit, all these wannabes. These guys don't know what the hell they're talking about. You get some of those ISKCON devotees to come to our class here, there, Sachi. Oh, we'll teach them something. Get the gurus over here. They need to learn something, man. I'm tired of hearing all their inexperienced conclusions.
You're asking me to make the river flow a different direction.
Exactly. Yeah. Work on that one for a couple of years. Okay, go ahead, Tom. Read some more. I just couldn't help myself, man. That was a good. Krishna set me up.
After acquiring perfect transcendental knowledge, one acquires qualitative equality with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, becoming free.
You see how that fits in? See, to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the real knowledge. See, that's in the word for word. See, and real understanding. So that's how you do it. See, I don't. Now, why would you go to somebody to learn about Krishna consciousness that is not qualitatively equal with the Lord, and you can't even see it proved to you? You see how subtle Maya is? You see how the devil has got his hand in all this stuff, all that speculation right there in religion? You come here, man, you will abandon religion with gusto. You'll be so happy. Oh, man, religion, phew! I'm tired of that speculation. No, I like clear truth, man. Yeah, we're those devotees who worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. I want to hear from them, man. I want to associate with them. I want to become their friends and go to Vrindavan in this life. See? Now that's intelligence. See, and people don't have it. That's why you got to listen. It's like when Jesus said he said, only the Father knows the Son, and the Son knows the Father. See, because the Son worships the Lord with loving ecstasy. See, and gets real knowledge. And then the Son here in this world can reveal the true nature of the Father to whom he chooses. You've been chosen. Did I choose you? No, the Lord chose you because you're still here. Because, a lot of people sometimes they choose, don't they? Sachi, sometimes they just choose to bug out.
Well.
Don't answer that.
Yes, let me answer. I almost choose to do that too, but I don't know if it's because I'm too scared to, or too smart to.
You should be scared, man. Out there, it's really dangerous, man. There's a lot of speculators out there, a lot of whirlwinds, a lot of putanas, man, ready to capture you. A lot of cart demons, Don't want to trip over a cart demon, man. They'll fall on top of you. Okay, go ahead there, Tom.
Becoming free from the repetition of birth and death. Becoming free from the repetition of birth and death. One does not, however, lose his identity as an individual soul. One does not, however, lose his identity as an individual soul.
So you see, becoming free from birth and death is simply becoming qualitatively equal with the Supreme Lord. Many people have done it. That's why I say, we know who is liberated and who isn't. Because when you worship the Lord in that Satchidananda state, your spiritual body is awakened, right? We can see, because you have spiritual feelings. See, that's that ecstatic love. See, and then you have real deep knowledge. You could see the difference. Knowledge that comes from intimate ecstatic worship. See, that person is free from the cycle of birth and death. Do you see why many devotees are grateful to their guru here that actually experience that? They're actually free, and they know that without this help, it would have been very hard, even if possible. That's why these verses say, in chapter 1 of Adi Lila, when you're ready to be delivered, you get the association of a bona fide spiritual master. And what is their quality? They're qualitatively equal with the Supreme Lord. And they demonstrate that, or the Lord demonstrates that, see, to people, to the world, for those who are ready to be delivered. You know how people, what baby training wheels are? You go around and you're a teacher of Krishna consciousness, and then you say, okay, I want to go and study and get a Bhakti Shastra degree on the wall. See, that's practice. Okay, you're maybe maintaining things, but that's not it. You got to find a person that has the internal degree. What is that internal degree? See, it's the degree of devotion. See, the degree of devotion and ecstasy and bliss that gives real knowledge. Can you imagine being around a person like that? They're like transformers. You need they take whatever little bhakti you have and it becomes magnified, becomes awakened. You got to have the transformer, man. Otherwise, you know what people are doing? Those batteries, 12-volt batteries, you put two 12-volt batteries and you touch them with the electrodes, what happens? They don't feel nothing. No spark. Because everybody's 12-volt, so that doesn't do anything. But you put the transformer, you hook the two, I used to do this as a kid. When I was a kid, I used to go around shocking people. I would get a 12-volt battery. We learned this in science. And I would go and get these old, those old tube TVs. They all have transformers. And I take that transformer and hook it to the battery and shock my friends. And I go, they go, ah. It was fun, man. What else do kids do in there, See, it's the transformer. See, that amplifies the energy. That's guru. See, it makes the energy awaken inside, so that then you become like that. See, and then you become the transformer too and help others. See, people are already doing that here.
Did it hurt them?
Not really. It wasn't that big of a transformer. It just, you ever get shocked by, and you go on a carpet and you touch something that goes like that, that's all. Don't worry, I didn't hurt anybody. Not really. But I had a lot of fun. It was fun to shock. When you're a kid,
I just found out my one brother told me and my other brother would take a lizard and swing him around by his tail till he turned black.
Oh, yeah, that is horrible. I wouldn't ever do that.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Not the body. Not the body. That's interesting.
The brother's not that brother who did that. It's not in the body anymore.
Is that you, Bhakti Peter? Not the body. I think that was your handle on YouTube. Not the body. Oh, you guys can't probably see it because he's on YouTube. Yeah.
I see it here.
Yeah,
not on my phone. I don't see it on the phone.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead, Tom. Actually, Sachi, your turn. Read some. You got your Bhagavad Gita out there? You're supposed to be prepared.
Yeah. I am. But I saw 14. This picture and I had to show it real quick. Right there in the Bhagavad Gita. Great picture. Right. I know we get lots of pictures.
Praladas.
I remember Prahlad Das.
Wasn't he the guy I blocked?
You've blocked a lot of people. I don't know about that.
Yeah. If they misbehave, I throw them out, man. I even did Karuna, man. I blocked that guy, man.
Maharaj, he said that he's been watching you for a month.
Prahlad Das?
Yeah,
this is
on YouTube. On YouTube. He said he's been watching you on and off for 10 years.
It's not that Prahlad Das that used to, really criticize me because I wasn't Ritvik anymore or something, was he?
I don't know. I don't know which one he is myself. But he says that, why do you think Krishna keeps... I said, why does Krishna keep bringing you back? He says for Guru Maharaj to awaken me.
Well, that would be a miracle. If it's the same guy, he was like a real adversary. He was like, oh boy. Okay, anyway, let's see what happens. I'll investigate.
He speak really nicely to me, Maharaj. And he said you have blocked him. So.
Is he in India? I mean, Italy? Is he an Italian guy from Italy?
I stopped talking to him because you was live, but I said I'd talk to him tomorrow.
Yeah, you talk to him. Find out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Sachi. Start where he left off.
So I think he was right here. One does not, however, lose his identity as an individual soul. It is understood from the Vedic literature that the liberated souls who have reached the transcendental planets of the spiritual sky always look to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, being engaged in his transcendental loving service. So
that's the unique thing about what we're doing here. It's so beautiful because most people are teaching. They're teaching this Mayavadi thing, become one with God and everything, and it's just you. Basically, the Brahman is a bit of an illusion because you're just trying to become one with that energy of God. See, and you think, oh, it's all, and see, there's the speculation even. Oh, it's just to become qualitatively equal one with the Lord, and then the speculation comes. Oh, maybe I'm God. I'm not. Just nothing's really that clear still. See, but this is so beautiful. Krishna consciousness is the greatest gift for this Kali Yuga, to be so clear. So clear about who we really are, that we're qualitatively one with God and individuals, meant to dip into that communion with the Lord forever. Isn't it nice to have like like an identity?
Yeah.
This thing, yeah. We are who we are, and I tell you, you get that identity even in this world. It's so beautiful, so wonderful, and your identity, you don't lose it, and then you carry that on into eternity. This is the kind of work we're doing here. It's not like, well, let's just work on the preliminaries and spend a few to 100 lifetimes, try doing like rules, regulations, inviting and everything. No, you with a transformer here. See, not only one person, but many of you becoming transformers. Our Sangha is becoming very powerful. See? Very powerful. And people will see they can take shelter here. They need it. There's nothing but illusion on everywhere. People don't know who to trust, what to trust, man. But hey, man, come here. You'll see this is trustworthy. This is solid, man. This is clear. This is in this worst dark age of Kali. This is light that you never see in any other Kali Yuga. It is that special. We have this kind of knowledge that we have at this time. Oh my God. That's why if anybody wants it, they come here, and you've got devotees who are becoming qualitatively equal with the Lord, but not in the Mayavadi fashion. They're getting purified by worshiping God as an individual. See, and this is just simply wonderful. Very sweet. Go ahead there, Sachi.
I just my old notebook, Prahlad's email. I'm going to email him.
Oh, there you go.
I have some old stuff that could be very handy.
Yeah.
Generally, in the material world.
I tell you, we're here to really help everybody. We can help the Ritviks. We can help the living gurus. I mean, I have the order of Prabhupada. I have the blessing of Krishna. We can help anybody. We can help Christians. When you worship Lord Chaitanya, all things, all incarnations, all understanding is within that transcendental Lord. Everything is in him. And we're hooked up with that personality. He's both Radha and Krishna in a very magnanimous and munificent and the most merciful too incarnation. So everything could be handled here. Everybody in that has connection with Prabhupada's movement. If people can wrap their head around this, that if you're a Ritvik or you're a living guru, if you're a godbrother or a nephew of Prabhupada or whatever people think that Sangha is, you can benefit here. Ecstatic worship of the Lord is here. That all these gurus keep saying, oh, prema is many lifetimes before you get it. Oh, well, that many lifetime thing is here. That means all kinds of miracles can happen and do happen and will happen more. People will get real shelter here. As long as you don't want to do these stupid imitation things. You want to become, oh, well, thank you very much for the ecstasy. Now I'll go and take it. You'll see it'll run out, man. You'll become just less and less conscious. You'll become a dried up branch. Prune. You ever seen them pruning? Who likes prunes? Come here and we'll make your pruniness. You become a plump. What do they call it? A plum. You ever have plum? You stick them in the water and they become nice and juicy. Wouldn't you rather eat plums or you like prunes? What do you like, Sachi? Prunes or plums?
I like them both.
Go ahead.
But,
read on.
But I will say one thing. You don't use the S word. Someone who Sahaja. I ran into actually a new Prabhupada devotee has moved to Tucson, and I had a talk with her. Yeah. And so she says it in India, women will in the back in the temple will swoon and stuff, and she says she calls that Sahaja and everything. But so I would imagine a true Sahaja would be someone who is faking it, like they're really getting, they think they're really getting, maybe they got themselves convinced that they're getting the ecstasy from Krishna, but they're really kind of faking it, but some part of them must know the truth. And so when you say someone dries up and leaves here or gets the ecstasy and then leaves here and then dries up, isn't that an example of Sahaja? I think he's frozen. Or maybe it's different. I think that's different. Yeah. It's probably different, huh? It's probably not the same thing.
I don't know what you're talking about because my thing went off.
It was a big long-winded thing about Sahaja, and I think I'm not really completely.
Well, okay, the bottom line is this: people say Sahaja this, Sahaja that. Okay, so Sahaja is if you're it's like imitation of a platform that you're not really on. So he's like, oh, you're Sahaja, but they never know any explanation. Oh, you're a Sahaja because you cry. Okay, well, why don't we just say, oh, Lord Chaitanya, you're a Sahaja because you cry? It's superficial, or you swoon, you're sahaja. No, you got to investigate. You got to say, okay, what if you're worshiping the Lord in loving ecstasy? Okay, that's the crying, laughing, and all that choking. Okay, then you'll have real knowledge, like that Bhagavad Gita 10:10. That verse is epic. See? So, you inquire, you say, okay, well, this guy is appearing to be worshiping in ecstasy. Maybe let's see if he's a sahaja. Okay, let's check his knowledge. Does he have deeper knowledge than these others? You know what the other sahajas are? That's these gurus here. If they don't have ecstatic devotion and they're going by the name, what do you call spiritual master, and their disciples are going, oh, deliver me, Guru Dev. They're sahaja unless they have true ecstatic emotion and real transcendental knowledge qualitatively equal with the Lord. See? So people, you don't have to be, you come here, we'll teach you what is a sahaja and what isn't. Otherwise, nobody knows. These gurus don't know. Their followers don't know. How do I know? Because their knowledge, both guru and many of these, I can't say everybody, but many of them, maybe 99.9% of them is superficial. They can't put it all together like this. Where do you hear anybody heard explanations like this? What is a sahaja? It's always sahaja, sahaja, and nobody understands, well, who is and who isn't. Nobody's defined it. Not this clear, not this easy to understand. I think anybody can come here and they'll see a lot of ecstasy, and then they can just ask the question. Oh, you can't ask the question? Come here, we'll help you ask the question. We'll put the question right up like this. Well, are they sahajas? Well, listen here. Listen to the knowledge. Please mute the friggin' microphone, somebody.
Sorry. I was gonna say, no, you can get feedback. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not finished yet.
Yeah.
They can ask the question. See, ask the question. Okay, does this person have real transcendental knowledge? Is it deeper than all these other teachers and everything that are claiming that they're spiritual master and their disciples, oh, Gurudev, deliver me. Can they really deliver you? If you're not qualitatively equal with Krishna, like that verse says, like Prabhupada says, like Bhagavad Gita 10:10 says, you can't deliver anybody. Hey, we got the gold standard here. Yeah, we're not messing around. We're not joking here. Right, Tom? This is no laughing matter, Sachi. We're really serious here. We're seriously delivering people. Taking them out of the material world. Giving them a taste of Vrindavan. Letting them feel the glory of devotion in their heart. This is our work here. To grab the conditioned souls and throw them like a javelin over onto the bank of the Yamuna to look at Krishna and lose all their desires for this material cesspool, which is pretty easy now. And everybody's, I'm taking all away my happiness away. I gotta stay home. I can't go for dinner. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't go to a movie. I gotta wear a mask all the time. Oh, no enjoyment for you. Then come here. We'll give you real enjoyment. We'll give you 4 hours in a shot, man, and then 2 or 3 here and there or during the day. Real enjoyment. This is real enjoyment, and you'll just automatically, usually they're doing austerities to get to this place where they can discuss Krishna, because nobody have a brain to even ask, what is Krishna consciousness? These big Raganuga devotees, Raganuga Sanghas, they can't even ask the question, where is a Raganuga devotee? What is a Raganuga devotee? What is spontaneous devotion? Where is it? They can't even see it. And they're Raganuga devotees. This is the crazy world that we're living in now. A bunch of wannabes, imitators, pundrakas, false gurus, false acharyas, false spiritual masters, false prophets, everywhere, antichrists. You know how many antichrists are in the Krishna conscious movement? You know what an antichrist is here on this gold standard? Is you don't like this ecstatic devotion. You're an antichrist. You're against Krishna. You're an anti-Krishna. We'll use that word, anti-Krishna. Krishna is ecstatic, man. He is knowledgeable about the glories of ecstatic devotion, and we're on board with that there. We ain't no anti-Krishnas here. If you don't like this ecstatic worship and all this transcendental, wonderful knowledge that we live on, you don't like eating the name where you feel substantial and the tears come, and all that, you are some level of an anti-Krishna. It's not enough saying, I love the rules and regulations. And no, that's okay. That's for beginners. No. Do you like who Krishna really is? Because that's what we're here to show. Krishna he's very sentimental, spiritually sentimental. Tears come out of his eyes, blissed out, man. Raptured. Oh, and what he knows is so unique, so different. His opinion differs from 1,000 of those gurus in ISKCON. All those 1,000 gurus, his opinion different. And you know what? We are so fortunate and privileged to present that one different opinion of Krishna that they all don't know and can know if they come here. But if they don't, they will die without that secret. That's my conclusion. A great sage is not a great sage unless their opinion differs from others. Why does it differ from others? Because most people are still in Maya. Most people are still religious. They haven't abandoned all varieties of religion like here. I don't care about religion. Religion, blah. Ugh. Who wants religion? It's full of speculation. It's full of materially motivated persons. A lot of kamsas often. I mean, look at the Pope, man. Who wants that, man? A lot of pedophiles worm their way into religion. No, didn't they worm their way into Krishna consciousness? Isn't that a historical fact? Both in Catholicism and Krishna consciousism. So many of that. That's why religion, we don't need it. We're ecstatically worshiping the Lord gave us real truth, real love for truth, man. What do we need more than that? And you guys don't like it out there, too bad for you. We will sit here and relish this, and those who are meant to hear this message will come with gusto. I like one sincere, what's her name? Amy, one sincere waitress. Her preaching, what she says has solidness to it. Just one here, one there. Just give me the jewels, like the valuable jewels like that. And we'll throw all the other stuff to those in religion still. Those still have faith in religion. Look at they're helping. It's not helping them much. They're closing their temples, putting them at, believing in the world who's lying to them. They're lying. They can't even tell who is a liar, who is a hypocrite. Because many of their leaders are also lying and hypocrites. See, not strong enough. Are we honest? Are we being honest here? I'm saying, yeah, real ecstatic love is here. Come see. Yeah, real knowledge is here. Come check it in the book. That's honest, isn't it? I don't think What would they say? I say dishonesty is, hey, I'm Guru Dave, man. Yeah, worship me, yeah. And where's your ecstatic emotion? Oh, it's there somewhere, but it's confidential. Oh, where is your knowledge? Well, we've got a new checklist here. We just put that on in front of the page of Prabhupada's book on who is a guru. See, we put that on the page. See, that's actually in the way. Checklists and all that. They put that on the page. Is that way you can't see the page. Hey, man, I take the checklist off and say, just look at the page, man. Yeah, there's power in that page. It'll deliver you. This is where you get true knowledge, real knowledge. Go ahead, Tachi, read some more.
Karuna wants to say something.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Karuna.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Sahaja in the root in Sanskrit, actually natural. So the Buddhists who throw this word around saying that it's a bad word, if the actual root all should go, it actually natural. So what we have here is our natural relationship with Krishna. That's no wants. Our natural relationship with him.
Well, there's probably different meanings. Let me see here. Let's see. So, let's see if I can find it.
There are two words. One is sahaja and the other is sahajiya.
Aha. Okay, Vaishnava Sahaja. Aha. Okay. Yeah, there's one see, there's a lot of basically it's acting on a platform that you're really not. Okay, so a lot of people don't know what is the real standard. See, they don't know what is the real standard of a Vaishnava, a devotee of God. Okay, devotee of Krishna. They don't know the standard. Okay, so one person can be a Sahaja Bhai. I'm a representative of the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. I can take you back to Godhead. You're supposed to have a guru who can take you back to Godhead, all right? So I'm that guru, but you're really not. See, you're not really qualified, but you tell people you are and you act like you are, or, so that's one level Sahaja. You're acting on a platform of that you're not on. You're not clear. See? So that's one. Another one is, I love Krishna, I love you, I love you. See, it's kind of sentimental. Maybe put some chili in your eyes to kind of accentuate that, but inside your head, you're not really, it's dishonest, you're cheating, even those persons are, I don't care whether they seem to be sincere or what. They're not clear about what is the gold standard of Krishna consciousness. See? So it's still Sahaja. And you're acting on a platform you're really not. You're not really a real spiritual master that can deliver their disciples. And your disciples think that you can. That's a bit of a lie, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you call that leading them on? See? Here, how do you know? See, you got to be a devotee Bhagavat. Here, people come here. Is going, all right, maybe you're a Sahaja. Yeah, well, people are getting delivered here. People are getting ecstatic devotion. They're becoming qualitatively equal with Krishna, but not Mayavadi way, Vaishnava way. They can dip there into the ecstatic bliss and become more and more clear about who and what they are in their relationship with God. Break the cycle of birth and death. See, this is the correct way. We do things correctly here. Even though you wonder, boy, he doesn't dress correctly. Well, I may not dress correctly and be a resident of Idaho with a psychedelic shirt, but what we say and how we act is correct here. And the work we do is correct. See? So people are awakening here. So obviously, Krishna chose these little transcendental band of fools here to do his spiritual work. Bozo.
You know, Maharaj, it's just like how they wouldn't believe that Nityananda, because of his dress, was God.
Yeah.
You know, just because of your dress. You know, I'm not saying that you are. I think you have that mood actually sometimes. But yeah, they just see your dress, and yeah, they just judge you by that, and they can't feel the Lord. They can't see the Lord. They can't. They don't understand.
Yeah, I rather deal with people that they come here because they can feel, they somehow they're looking beyond the superficial. They feel it. It's like, oh yeah, this is what I was looking for, and not those. I'm looking for a bona fide spiritual master, and oh well, there's 1,000 of them. Go choose them. Well, let's see which one is dressed correctly, which one has the stamp of approval. Let's see. Let me see which one looks like they're austere. Let's see. What should I look for? Oh, well, we got here's your checklist. Yeah, check them off. Check. See, make sure they're bona fide gurus. See, so they're looking externally. Here, you got to basically feel it. You got to say, oh, well, it kind of hits you here. Like, many said that, told me, like, man, as I heard the thing, it's like, whoa, man, this is what I was looking for. Or at least you come for a while and then it hits you, because you wake up. Yeah. Go ahead, Sachi, read some more. We're on a roll here.
Okay. Generally, in the material world, whatever knowledge we get is contaminated by the three modes of material nature. But knowledge which is not contaminated by the three modes of nature is called transcendental knowledge. As soon as one is situated in that transcendental knowledge, he is on the same platform as the Supreme Person.
See, again, knowledge in the material world is contaminated. So how can you get knowledge that is not contaminated? See, you have to realize it, but then you see your heart has to be purified by Krishna's transcendental emotion, feeling. See, you have to become awakened. You have to become transcendentally attached. That's what you get from the bona fide spiritual master, this transcendental spark. See, so you can worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. See, and then you start to get more and more clear. Your knowledge gets more and more clear and understanding. See, there's no other real practical way. That's why everybody preaches many lifetimes before you get this spark. See? Even though our books are teaching this. Chaitanya Charitamrita is praising Bhaktilata Bish. Prabhupada also. But yet Prabhupada said that not all disciples get Bhaktilata Bish. They get some other thing, Gyan Bish. Gyan is like you get in your head, intellectual stuff. You don't get this bhakti, this feeling. This is the prize we're giving here. People, if you want, just go to any of these gurus out there in ISKCON or Gaudiya Smriti, go to any of them and get them this knowledge, study knowledge. And I was in the Sanghas, I know. They had us, well, I wasn't doing it. They're all sitting around studying all the verses and memorizing and quoting Rupa Goswami and it's Radhe, Radhe and everything. But they don't have that spark. Most I've seen, they don't really have it yet. That's our work here. Because this Bhaktilata Bij, everything comes from it. This is very rare what's being given here. That's why the Lord is a bit severe when people, they just piss it away. They just, oh, thank you very much for this bhakti. Now I'm going to go and criticize Guru. I'm going to call him a cult leader, and they got this bhakti. Oh, well, Krishna just, you may be gone for a whole lifetime for that one. I mean, really, come on. And then pray, I got this bhakti. Thank you very much. What a thief, man. Talk about stealing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people don't understand. They think, oh, Gaur, you're a little bit severe. Why are you acting like this? Well, hey, man, I'm just telling you how Krishna, I've been worshiping the Lord in this ecstasy a long time. You think his feelings are reflected here, and they're a good lesson to people. Otherwise, nobody knows. They're all muddled in sentimentality. Well, why are you so bad, severe on your ex-wife and Christina? They appear so nice. Oh, yeah, nice. What? They got this gift of bhakti and they turn on their guru? They leave them? What kind of bullshit is that? You show me what scripture is praising that. And I have students that go over there and listen to these people and the Minas and all that. They get this bhakti, and then I have people coming here and then they go and listen to them. I'll just tell you, Christians, that you may not agree with. Too bad. Hey, man, you also getting things here. You're going to do what they do because you go and associate with them. Birds of a feather flock together. I'll just give you the warning now. You're going to be like them who do that.
Can I say something that's really controversial that might just spark people's fire? But maybe I shouldn't.
Try it out. Let's see.
You told us to block Lilita, and we did.
Hey, by the way, no. I don't want you to name names. Yeah. But this is an important point. I mean, this is what's being given here is very deep. What's being given here is a great prize. It's very rare. It comes with responsibility like that. Because Maya is always out there, wants to attack you and take you down. That's just what she does. My job is to get you through. So she's trying to attack you in these all subtle ways, and my job is to shore up the holes, so you don't leak. Your boat doesn't leak. Yeah. I mean, isn't that good knowledge to have? I mean, otherwise you just kind of, just muddle along. Oh, let's go listen to Christina. Oh, let's go listen to Meena. Oh, let's go listen to Mahavirya. Oh, my ex-wife, let's go listen to her. Oh, it's all one. See, it's all one. That's what they think. And you'll start thinking that way too. You can't distinguish. I'm here to help you distinguish things. Later on, it's a whole different thing, but we're here to be really clear. We're in a battle with Maya in that sense. She's out there trying to take people down, trying to block bhakti, cover it up, all these things. What am I doing here every day? Uncovering bhakti. What are you doing? Uncovering your bhakti, right? So it's important. We want to be progressive, not regressive. That's only for those who are into past lives and they want to live in a past life. Go ahead. Give it another shot there, Karuna.
Even if someone says, I get along with Shida.
Why is your thing not working? I can't hear anything.
Not working. Oh, can you?
Get your thing working. Otherwise, mute your microphone. Get it working right. Okay, go ahead. Read some more, Sanchi.
Okay. Those who have no knowledge of the spiritual sky hold that after being freed from the material activities of the material form, this spiritual identity becomes formless without any variegatedness. However, just as there is material variegatedness in the world, so in the spiritual world, there is also variegatedness. Those in ignorance of this think that the spiritual existence is opposed to material variety. But actually, in the spiritual sky, one attains spiritual form. There are spiritual activities.
That is really hard for people. You're like, here you go. It's easy to go over that one. But you know how many people, they just can't get this idea of spiritual variety. You know, when I teach this concept of spiritual duality, they think it's material duality. You know, they can't understand that we actually have a spiritual body that just needs to be awakened. That awakens around those who have a spiritual body awakened. That's why Mayavadis can't awaken your spiritual body. They can only, you know, maybe help you into this oneness space, you know, because they're attached to the Brahman, the light. See, but that's not clear enough. You need to be with the, that's why Vaishnavas are more rare, real ones. You know, because they're living in their spiritual body and they teach about spiritual duality. I'm not here to teach oneness. I'm not here to teach rules and regulations. Let's just cut to the chase. Let's just wake up your spiritual body. Who's ready for that? Yeah. You know, you want rules and regulations? Go to one of those thousands of gurus. It's much easier to teach that. See? Hard to follow it, but a lot of easy to teach it. Oh yeah, here's the rule book. Just read it and follow it. Here, study the verses and memorize. Here, you got to be awakened. That means purification. That means self-honesty. You know, look at yourself. Yeah, look at the sahajaness of you. You know, you come here, man. The pedal is to the metal. Okay, go ahead. Some more there. That was a good one. Transcendental variety, man. Isn't that nice? This is another thing. This is another. Oh,
you can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Okay. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Finally.
Hare Krishna.
Say what you want.
I have no idea what I was going to say. I remember. Thank you, Krishna. If someone leaves this Sangha and they say, yeah, I just can't get with Srila Gaura Haridas's character because they got some foible. They got some fucking past life experience of being molested by a baldy bearded man. Fine. As long as they can still say in their distant class that no one ever hears, says, listen, ecstatic prema is emanating in Srila Gaura Haridas. I don't like the guy because of my past experiences, but that guy's got what Krishna wants us all to have. Then I'd listen to them.
Yeah.
But
okay,
if they're going against you.
Wait. You're going too far. Let's stay with that point so I don't forget either. No, you see, that's the thing. They are maybe, it's just too much purification, see, because they're coming up against it now, see, and that's really it. And so they need to back off, or they're so identified. You can also be very identified and not understand. You know, you identify with the anartha. You know. See, if you stick with this, you'll see, like with River, sometimes she really hated this, you know, what I'm doing. She didn't want to hear my voice even. Yeah, you know, but you get purified, and then after a while you love devotees. You like to be with, why wouldn't you? It's only the anarthas in us. You know, the conditioning, like that's an example what you just said of conditioning. Oh yeah, he reminds me of my father or something who beat the hell out of me or something. It's conditioning. Yeah. Go ahead. What else did you want to say? Okay, go ahead. Read some more there, Sachi.
Okay. It would previously I was saying those who are in ignorance think that spiritual existence is opposed to material variety, but actually in the spiritual sky, one attains spiritual form. There are spiritual activities, and the spiritual situation is called devotional life. That atmosphere is said to be uncontaminated, and there one is equal in quality with the Supreme Lord. To obtain such knowledge, one must develop all the spiritual qualities. one who thus develops the spiritual qualities either by the creation or the destruction of the material world.
See, there's a saying. The name Krishna is the method. Chanting Krishna's name is the method, and it's the goal. See? So the method works like what Prabhupada's saying. When you chant the qualities of the Lord by mantra, this is what we're doing here. See, we chant the Lord's name by mantra, and this is purifying us. We're becoming qualitatively equal with the Lord because it's like taking a shower, his own qualities. So you get that that attraction to chant. Otherwise, this is why the disciplic lines become cut at a certain, eventually, because people lose attraction because they don't have the bij to chant Krishna's name. It becomes more like, it's just a name. See, so the devotees who are actually self-realized, they have to come again and reestablish the line. Just like Bhakti Vinod. He was naturally attracted to Krishna. That's naturally. He read when he contacted Chaitanya Charitamrita, this bhav, this anurag awakened in his heart. Just like that. No big doing any big sadhanas or anything. It just happened spontaneously. Okay? So, and then he cultivate, let me chant the verses, chant the holy names, all this stuff. See? And this is what purifies the consciousness in the heart. Okay? So, but not everybody's at that stage. And usually, this is a rare thing. These persons come and they have that, and they just very quickly are up and running. Okay? So anybody else, and usually you need to get this Bhakti Lata Bij, this attraction that the guru has. See, this is where you can cheat yourself. This is what people do. A lot of these gurus are not honest. They can cheat themselves and they can cheat neophytes. See? But you're just being cheated. Both parties, blind leading the blind. See? If they weren't cheaters, they would have real Bhakti Lata Bij, and they would be ecstatically worshiping the Lord like real enlightened, realized souls do. See? So therefore, everybody must get this Bhakti Lata Bij, this deep attraction, that where you can chant the holy name and deep ecstatic love awakens. The Lord Chaitanya's made it so easy. So easy to see. If people come here, you'll be very easily see who is a real sahaja and who isn't. Yeah, who is a cheater still and who isn't. Who is imitating the bona fide spiritual master and who isn't. We're pretty clear, pretty simple, very straightforward here. Okay? The devotees here, they're chanting the holy names, and the spiritual world is opening up to so many of them. They're getting taste, deep taste, ecstatic taste. It's very rare this year. It's like the spiritual world has descended to this plane. That's basically it. You can go to a temple just by seeing the devotees here that are ecstatic chanters. It's just like going to a real temple of God, where the living God is alive. Oh, just a second. Okay, go ahead, read on there, Sachi.
Okay, I'm into another translation. Text,
Yeah, go ahead.
Text 3. The total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings, O son of Bharata. And the purport is, this is an explanation of the world.
Read that verse again.
Okay. The total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings, O son of Bharata.
Yeah, he injects the living entities into this Brahman, and then people, you see that Brahman, then Brahma makes the bodies for everybody, right? So, but that's the first birth. Okay, you're still mundane. You must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. Remember Jesus said that? See, that born again is now you need another impregnation. You got to be impregnated again. See, you're impregnated by the word of God. See, and that comes through his real devotees, who are his transcendental representative. See, he impregnates people. This is called Bhakti Lata Bij. It's the attraction to what is spiritual. This is what Jesus gave. This is what Lord Chaitanya gave. This is what their real devotees give. This attraction to chant Hare Krishna. Otherwise, it's just material. It's just another name. It's just another book to study and memorize so you can get a bunch of disciples and be adored. That's all. That's what people use it. It's when you get Bhakti Lata Bij from a real guru, you become more and more like them. You're just like, whoa, man, this is my food, man. Boy, this is transcendental eating. See, that's honest. That is one-pointed. That is real. That is reality. That is eternal. Boy, the more I talk about this, the more I'm starting to get convinced. I think I'll come back here tomorrow, man. Hear some more. Read the purport now. Let's see what Prabhupada has to say. I don't want to upstage him.
Okay. Karuna, you want to say something?
No, go ahead. The less he says, the better today.
This explanation of the world. Everything that takes place is due to the combination of Kshetra and Kshetrarajna, the body and the spirit soul. This combination of material nature and the living entity is made possible by the Supreme God himself.
Yeah, you see how that works? The living entity is injected into this Brahman, and Brahma is like a spider making the bodies for the living entity. It's a spirit soul. It's not really part of this, but it's made a body, and it's got senses, and the objects of the senses are all out there, and so so the spirit soul is looking out there. It's got senses. It can bond with this. It can go and have some sex and make babies, and then look at the babies all day long, See, and so now the living entity becomes material and mundane like the objects because they're not alive. So therefore, the living entity appears to be dead to a devotee. But to other living dead, they look, oh, everything's fine. We're all dead. You're dead. It's a dead thing, man. Remember Jesus said the people wanted to follow him. Oh, let me go bury my dead father. Gee, you think I'm tough. They don't know Jesus. Jesus said, oh, let the dead bury dead. You found life. Come and live. Come with me if you want to live. The same thing here. I say to the world, man, come with us if you want to live. Otherwise death literally is facing you out there. All kinds of lies and cheating and hypocrisies. Here, you want to live, come to this sadhu sangha, man, and you'll live. You'll get shelter. You'll feel it. You'll feel new life.
Time is so short. I'm interrupting.
Here,
Chit.
you want to live.
Chit.
Come to this sadhu sangha, man, and you'll live. You'll get shelter.
I don't know.
You'll feel it. You'll feel
Why
new
am I-
life.
Am I over here?
Time is so short.
What's happening?
Interrupting
Oh,
my class. Oh, am I gonna get you, man? No wonder you threw him in the caravan there, River. Put him in jail, in the caravan jail.
Bruna, I'm just a step ahead of you. I've learned not to interrupt. Only yesterday.
What was I talking about? Yeah. Okay, I forgot where I was.
Oh,
Okay,
bollocks.
so River or somebody, Sachi, read this.
Yes, Maharaj is totally right. As in one of the songs called Japa Bhakti, written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he gives the importance of listening to the real, pure, transcendental Shuddha Bhaktas. Increases the creeper devotion, the dust of the, and it continues.
Yeah, yeah, because it's the life of the devotees, the real devotees who are awakened. See, they're listening to their own voice because their voice is used by the Lord to give happiness to themselves. Well, why else would devotees chant Hare Krishna? See, their voice is given by the Lord. He gives them that attachment to chanting the names. See, and that's what you get being with the real devotees who have that. Yeah. That's like that Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. Come with me if you want to live. We can say the same thing. I mean, this is even more appropriate. Come with us here in this Sangha if you want to live. Otherwise, you ain't going to find, this is rare stuff, man. This is where real life is. Real life is ecstatic worship of the Lord that Lord Chaitanya demonstrated, and that is here, man. Where else is that? Otherwise, there's not much life anywhere. This is real life, man, increasing more and more. Yeah. Okay, what time is it? What time is it? Let's see here.
It was 4:30 your time.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to stop now because my voice is a bit, I need to rest. Yeah. Got to give Maya a break. She's, after a while, she won't have any place to go. No place to hide.
Can you hear me?
That's right. Okay. So thank you very much. Yeah, keep dialoguing with Prahlad.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yeah. We'll see you later. Hare Krishna. Tell him I'll unblock him on Facebook now.
Yeah.
You blocked. What? What's happening? Where are we going?
Haribo,
Haribo.
everyone.